Hello friends, Metapod here, and welcome back. It's what you should say. I'm back. That's what I'm saying. I'm back. And yes, I'm really sorry I've been gone all of this time. You guys have not seen me in like a month? Longer? It's been a while. I destroyed my computer. I accidentally corrupted the file system. It was my fault. I was messing around with partitions in a way I really shouldn't have been. I was being a little too risky and just killed it. I had to wipe my hard drive, and because I had an OEM licensed version of Windows, it was just gone. And I had no like repair or backup media or whatever to get Windows back, so just no Windows for me. So I've been running off Windows or Linux Mint for the last month. Which is cool because I've always wanted to like learn Linux better, and I've always like dual booted, but it was just so much easier to do Windows that I was already used to. Just like learning Linux was like but I kind of had to now because it's my only operating system, and it made me pretty gung ho about doing it. Now I don't even want to use Windows anymore, but there's some Windows only software that I need to use, especially to reach out to you guys. But I got it back, thanks to my friend X, who you've seen in some previous videos. She actually very graciously and generously bought me a new copy of Windows. And it's actually Windows 8 Pro, Windows 8.1 Pro, so that's nice. Because I was just regular old Windows 8.1 standard or whatever before. So it's cool. I got Windows 8.1 Pro, and now I actually have like install media and a product key and everything. It's not like just like secretly embedded into my EFI thingy. So I actually have a copy of Windows that's mine now, which is really nice. But also, speaking of X, these last few days have been very sad days because she's moving away. She's moving like to the other side of the country. And so we kind of like spent our last moments hanging out together. So that's what's been going on with me. And I got the new microphone. I got this with Bing Rewards points. I had a lot of Bing Rewards points that I was able to get this expensive microphone for free. Using a lot of $5 Amazon gift cards. But the Bing Rewards is really cool. I actually like using Bing, so it's no big deal to me because I use it so much every day anyway. Something else has been happening. Oh, my mate's brother has been like in the hospital and stuff, and so I've been like driving with them and like staying in the hospital waiting room and stuff. Like I kind of did that, and then learn Linux, got a microphone, my mate's brother, X. That's all the things that have been happening with me pretty much. Oh, Rogue Nightmare development has also been halted. Not so much because I didn't have Windows. But I do need Windows for it because I'm using Unity to develop it, and it's Windows only. Well, there's like OS 10 version of it, but I don't. Yeah, Windows only. So, but mostly it's because I'm a really bad, software designer. Because I'm totally like self-taught in like everything that I do, and I have gotten really good at like understanding like code and like individual lines of code and making it do what I want it to do. But when it comes to putting together such a large project like this, like I didn't really have the right design techniques. So like it just got to a point where it was so like overwhelming that I just couldn't continue, and I have to like completely refactor the whole thing. I'm pretty much just going to be redesigning it from scratch. Because I never really thought of like reading about that kind of like software design. I just thought I had to keep learning programming languages and coding. You know what I mean? So, but I've been reading up on software design and putting together large projects like this. And you have to do this every time you say large projects. And, so I'm a lot more confident this is going to work out a lot better this time around. But we got some really good music for it. And also in my downtime without making videos and, when I'm not reading books and stuff about software design, I've been learning Blender, and 3D modeling, and I'm still really, really bad at it and still don't really understand it, but I understand it like a lot more than I did before. I can actually make a shape and kind of shape it, and so that's something. But I still have a lot to go. And that's about it. New microphone. I've been recording some instrumentals with it, I've been playing my recorders, and sounds really, really nice. And so I might do some of that. Yeah, for stuff coming soon for you. I'm gonna be back to streaming. That's like the whole reason I was making these videos, is announce that, I guess, that I am not gone. I just had to be gone for a while, and I'm coming back. So I'm going to be streaming Magical Melody on Wednesdays again. I don't know what I'm going to be doing on Thursdays. I'm kind of thinking I might do Magical Melody on Wednesdays and Thursdays instead of trying to do 2 games. I do have backup saves for Unlimited Saga and that Magical Melody. I mean, just talking about it. So I can pick up right where I left off. I didn't have a backup save for Zelda, but I don't even think I'm going to play Zelda anymore because the game was really frustrating. And P-chan kept telling me all the spoilers. I'm just kidding. But, well, I mean, he did, but I mean, it's fine. And I don't know, I just didn't like it. And maybe that's a shameful thing to not like the original Zelda, when I kind of, that's my thing. That was my first Zelda game. But it's not fun. And let's see. So I'm gonna be doing Magic Melody on Wednesdays, and then it's still gonna be a while because I still really want to focus on Rogue Nightmare's development. So it'll be a while before I continue my Let's Play series, which is Save the Homeland, Shepherd's Crossing. Was there another one? Just those 2, right? Yeah, I finished Road Trip. Wow. Okay, it's been a while since I've done them, so I'm still going to do those, and then I don't know what I'm going to do after that. And then so I might do some recorder playing videos or something too. Before I start the Let's Plays will be after Rogue Nightmare gets finished, which is going to be, at this point, I feel like kind of far in the future. But or maybe, like I said before, when I get to a certain point in the development, maybe I'll be able to, pick one of them back up again or something. And then, let's see, what else? I'm gonna, okay, I said record videos, and I already touched on the status of the Let's Plays, which really hasn't changed. And then, the speech jamming. I did the speech jamming Final Fantasy IV. I think it was so fun and really funny, and I kept watching it and laughing. I'm a huge narcissist, so I watch my own videos all the time, and I think they're great. So I want to do some more of those, but I don't know what games to do. It was really hard even to decide on Final Fantasy IV. You need to do something that's kind of text heavy, but nothing is text heavy. And everything I think of that's text heavy is has voice or something. And I'm trying to think of old games that are text heavy. They're not as text heavy as I thought they were. Final Fantasy IV had a lot of text in it though, so it was good. Without lots of gameplay in between. Just where it's lots and lots of text. And I guess I could do text adventure or something. I actually have adventure, the original text adventure game or whatever. So maybe I could do something like that. I could do Harvest Moon or something. That would be funny. And then, cause I mean, if you just run around and talk to people, I don't have to play a big section or anything. I just played the introduction to Final Fantasy IV, so I could just spend a day running around talking to people in a Harvest Moon game or something. I don't know, if you have a game that you think would be funny or worthy of being speech jammed, tell me and I'll do it. And I'm gonna do it differently. Pretty much the same, but I was really trying really hard to say every word, and that's not as fun or as funny as just when I just let whatever come out of my mouth come out. And that was really funny when I did do that, but I hardly did it in the video before. And so I want to do some speech jamming. And then, monitor's getting dark. And then, I've been kind of wanting doing some like instructional videos, and I was thinking of maybe doing some kind of like, originally I was like, oh, I'm going to do like game design and programming. And it's like, well, I'm clearly not that good at it, so maybe I shouldn't be teaching other people it. But, yeah, so then maybe not that. And then I want to do like mathematics stuff, but like I feel like there's no audience for that. I mean, I know there's already so many videos on the same things, and I don't think I could really do anything original. And then I was thinking of doing some videos on like how to speak Japanese, and not just kind of like the regular like, oh, here's how to say this kind of thing, but kind of like techniques you can use to teach yourself Japanese and like things to be mindful of and stuff. And then, with some like, basic instructional videos. Maybe I originally, a long time ago, actually my like goal, because it's what I went to school for. I went to school for Japanese and Korean. I went to school for Japanese, but I ended up getting 3 degrees. So I got a degree in Japanese and Korean and linguistics, and specifically in language acquisition. And what I wanted to do was maybe like write a textbook or create like a self-study book that could like function as like a guideline to teach yourself Japanese from nothing to fluency, or Korean. I really wanted to do a Korean textbook, and that kind of fell through. Like I had someone I maybe could have worked on it with and stuff, and just all of my like plans got like destroyed when I was like near the end of my college days for reasons I'm not going to go into now. But and I pretty much found myself suddenly, working, like, yeah, as like a freeter, and like have no connections to like anybody anymore and stuff. So it's just like that stuff just was so far away for a long time that I kind of stopped thinking about it. But then I was thinking, instead of making like a book to help people self-study Japanese, because self-studying is like really, really hard in anything. And I've self-studied like everything that I've learned, a lot of self-study techniques in general. And then I've both self-studied and formally studied Japanese and Korean and Spanish. So I like really know a lot about what you need to do to acquire a second language. And, from both the perspective of self-study and the difference between that and like formal classroom study. So, instead of a book that does this, considering, it's 2015, why don't I make like a website? And I feel like I've seen, websites for learning Japanese and stuff like that, but I've never really seen one that really takes you in a structured way from nothing to like a fluency or a high proficiency level, and I see there's a lot of beginner sites, and I think a lot of them are, they might have some good information, but if you're not looking at them with the right mindset, or you don't know what you're doing, you can learn a lot of bad habits, and you can actually like stunt your growth and learning from these kinds of things. And it's really hard to move past this beginner level, and you're at a muddled beginner level in this kind of situation too. So I think something that's very structured, but still lets people like kind of learn at their own pace, would be really cool. So I would maybe make like a website like that. But I can make videos. That's what I do. I make a video. So, I can make videos to go along with it or whatever. That would be really cool. So I think I might start, maybe doing like a beginning of something like that. And then I'm going to have a lot of stuff on my plate, because I'm going to be like making this like thing. And then, Imperial Saga is coming out. Imperial Saga is coming out next month. Like maybe the 16th. You can pre-register now, and you'll get Gray as a character. And I was thinking of doing like a translation guide, or maybe not so much a translation guide, but more like a guide for how to play for people who know no Japanese at all. Cause I did that for Shepherd's Crossing online. And we had like a Facebook community and everything in a guild, and it was really fun. And so I'd really like to do something like that for Imperial Saga, which is going to be hopefully a cool online Saga game. I don't know if it's gonna have any multiplayer aspects. Like Shepherd's Crossing Online had like a little bit. It did at least have guilds, and you could like visit each other's farms and stuff. But you didn't really do any like co-op or anything. Or versus. Like you didn't do anything like that. They did the raids, and you kind of co-opted, and you didn't. There was no real like big multiplayer aspect. Like it was there if you wanted to play around with it, but it was like largely unnecessary. It's not like an MMO or anything, is what I'm trying to say, I guess. You know, so if I'm doing like a translation guide or like a, you know, no Japanese guide, I don't know what to call it, to that, and then making like a Japanese website, and then, you know, developing Rogue Nightmare and trying to stay on top of streaming and making some videos for the YouTube channel, like that's a lot of crap to do, you know, and that's in addition to just things I'm normally doing, like eating and sleeping and interacting with human beings. Like that's a lot. And I could probably really easily overwhelm myself and then just like not want to do any of it. So I really need to decide. And if I'm doing recorder videos too and stuff like that, so I really need to decide maybe what I want to focus on. Definitely Rogue Nightmare is like top priority, and then maybe I should just pick a couple of these side projects, you know. And then but if I really wanted to do one of these other things, I'd probably have to give up something like streaming. But streaming is so easy to do that I don't feel like I'd really need to give that up. But maybe just once a week, you know, instead of like twice a week. And I was even going to try and start doing 3 times a week or whatever. But I guess we'll see. I don't know. What are you guys interested in seeing? Tell me. Please tell me. Make comments. I haven't got to talk to any of you guys in such a long time. I feel like you've probably all forgotten about me like now, by now. So this is going to get like 4 views and no comments. I'm going to be so sad. And, you guys, I have almost 800 subscribers. I think I'm really close to 750. I wanted to like do something for 750, but I don't I don't have anything planned. Oh my gosh, I never even like finished the things I was supposed to do for 500 or 600 or whatever even it was. Crap. Oh my god. I'm really a bad person. I'll finish it eventually. And I think that's all the things that I really needed to tell you guys. This could have been a 4-minute video, and it is like almost a 20-minute video. So I'm gonna go, and I hope the microphone sounds okay. I notice I've been kind of going like up and down and like maybe a little too loud, especially if I like get close or something. But you know, I still got a lot of messing around to do with it and see, you know, how to get the best sound quality out of it. So this was pretty much going to be like my first test of something. You know, I've just kind of played around with it a little bit. And I did okay with like recorder, but talking I haven't done too much. So let's see how it goes. If you have any tips for using this thing, let me know. I'm really thirsty. It's really warm in here. My beard is really long. It's really Chorokyu.